G'day guys, Jay Seeney here and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth Channel. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how I increased my net worth by over $150,000 this year without actually doing anything. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how I increased my net worth by $150,000 this last 12 months alone, not even taking into account working. So I'd love you to be able to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people so they can learn more of this information, see how I did it, and hopefully that can be helpful to them. Now, obviously, I'm still working. So I haven't included this particular figure into my net worth increase in this video because I'm talking purely from a passive standpoint in this video. Now, in a nutshell, the best way and the most efficient way to do this, to increase your net worth without actually having to work, is by holding assets. So things that pay you money or continue to grow in value over time. The best part is when you hold assets like this, you are not taxed on them as they grow in value, unlike regular income, which is taxed every single time you go out and make it. So assets like real estate and stocks are not taxed until you sell them. So they can continue to increase in value over time and you're not having to take the tax burden for them. So at the end of 2019, myself and my fiance, we recently purchased a property for us to live in together. Now, when we bought this property, it was very important for us to keep in mind the location as well as the capital growth potential on the property. So we decisively purchased in an area with low supply that was in high demand. And when this happens, it drives the price up rather quickly. Adding to this, the area is very good. It's relatively close to public transport. It's close to the shops. It's not that far from the city, not far from the freeway. There's a lot of things that really line up to make this particular area that we're in a great one to live in. So since purchasing the land and constructing a house on the land, we've seen the property price go up over $130,000. Now, the reason that I know that it's gone up this much is because I've had it professionally appraised by a real estate professional, and that is based on other comparable sales in the area. So other places that have a similar land size, similar number of bedrooms, things like that. And the more sales there are, the more you can be pretty accurate on what the actual value of your property is. So we purchased the property for around $820, and we've seen the value of that property rise up to about $950, which is fantastic in such a short period of time. Now, the reason that it increased so much is because of supply. There's not that much new land that's coming in the particular area that we're in, and there's a lot of demand in this particular area, so it's driven the price up quite dramatically. So this number is based on comparable sales and from a real estate professional, so it's not just the number that I've pulled out of the air. We now currently have an investment property that's being built in Brisbane, and we are expecting similar capital growth over time due to a number of factors and research into the area, which will help increase our net worth even more with two properties which we will continue to expand on in the future. So you might be asking, okay, that's great. So where has the other $20,000 come from with your net worth increase? But before we answer that, I need to take a drink of my 0-cent water. So much better than 20-cent iced coffee. So that $20,000 increase in net worth on that side has come from the stock market. I've seen a massive rise in positions, some of which I've held, some of which I've sold due to being overvalued. Now, some of these positions are Wynn Resorts, CrowdStrike, Uber, Dropbox, Revolve, and Qantas. Some of these I still hold. Some of them I don't hold anymore because they've just gone up too much in value and I've seen better opportunities elsewhere. So we've seen a massive increase in stock prices, so that has certainly helped to increase the capital gain of my net worth. So that's basically how I've managed to generate $150,000 extra in net worth, basically within 1 year, without actually having to do anything, just by holding assets. So when you couple this with working, it's easy to see how you can increase your net worth by a very large amount quite quickly by holding assets. You know, we're probably looking at a net worth increase of maybe $350,000 this year after taxes. You know, we'll just have to wait and see all depends, and we'll have to do some calculations. So at the end of the day, buying assets is a really great way to grow your net worth. It's very important to do your own research into what you're buying, because obviously with housing, if you buy in the wrong area, you can lose a lot of money. But if you buy in the right area, that can be very advantageous. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. Hope you guys enjoyed this story, and we'll see you later. We'll be right back.